Welcome my friends to a new episode today. Yes, one after another. There must be something wrong with me. No, I'm just kidding. This is the episode which I promised you long ago. A journey into my tape collection. If you want to see what tapes I bought, not recently, but in the last, I don't know, 6 months or so. So, let's start. I'm quite open to different genres, so I'm not presenting you only black metal albums. So the first tape for today is from Sweden, and it's the band is called Bells of Doom. This is the cover. This band played doom metal, and it consisted basically of one man. Let me just turn off the music a little bit. Okay, Niklas Rudolfsson, best known for acts like Sacramentum, Rune Magic, Deathwitch, the Funeral Orchestra, so on and so forth. Basically this is only a demo tape. The Death of God is the name. It has only 3 songs. It was released in 2001. In 2015 the tape was the demo was released on tape by Auric Records, and this is how it looks like. I really like it. It's doom metal, classical doom metal if you want. From Sweden we go to Ireland, and I'm gonna present you one of my favorite albums for 2017. It's called Pledge Nothing But Flesh, and the band is called Scath Na Deithe. Sorry for my pronunciation, but I'm not that skilled into Celtic, Irish, whatever. So this band comes from the windy, rainy Ireland. This is the tape. It has released. It's been released by Metal Defiance from Greece. Hi guys, if you see this video, cheers for doing this and cheers for sending me the tape. I must tell you that I'm really impressed by the release. Look how nice the drawings are. These drawings have been done by the Romanian graphic artist Luciana Nedela. I will put a link in the description of this video. I made an interview with her, and I will put a link to her Facebook page, so you can see in detail more examples of her work. What can I tell you about Scath Na Deithe? It's a great band. It's a duo. They play some sort of blackened doom death metal. Sometimes reminding me of a little bit of Primordial, sometimes a little bit of My Dying Bride, perhaps. The beginnings of My Dying Bride, where they had death metal growls. The album is really heavy, really heavy. You can enjoy it if outside it's cold and windy and rainy or snowing, because the music puts you into a, I don't know, very different feeling than a regular black metal album. Really recommending this album. You can still find some tapes on Metal Defiance website, or check the band's Bandcamp, and you can buy the album directly from them. A really nice release, and check them out. They are definitely worth it. Next is Ofermod Sol Nox, one of the best albums for 2017. I already talked about this. I showed you the CD in a previous episode, but let me show you the tape as well. This is how it looks like. This is the booklet. The album has been released on Shadow Records. Welcome back, guys. You are doing a very good job. So this is the cover, as you can see here. I already told you about this album. It's not an easy listen, but once you get there, you will be amazed about how good this album sounds, and how deep their music and their message is. Ofermod, everybody, I assume, knows Ofermod, and their previous releases, Tiam Tu Tau Miel, and the demo, the mini CD, which was released back in the 1990s. a black metal band which never ceases to amaze me. Each album basically is a step forward into the path of evolution. So please give this a try, give multiple tries. You won't be disappointed. This album really rocks. So nice work with the tape. Look at how simple this the tape is, black logo and the title on it. Really old school, but the music is not. I already presented you in the last episode Formorket from Hungary, so I'm not going to insist with this. I just wanted to show it again and remind you that you can find this album on YouTube. Check them out. This was their last album. The band exists no more, so this is a good way to disappear into nothingness, into the nothingness which they came from. Formorket from Hungary with Svoid members. Next is a little jewel of the past. Do you remember the Black, the Swedish band which was formed in the 1990s, the beginning of the 90s, and it had amongst its members a certain guy called Rietas, which obviously was Jon Nodtveidt from later Dissection. In 1992 they released a demo, Black Blood, which was obviously really quickly sold out and never before released. One moment. Until 2015, if I'm not mistaken, when the German label Darkness Shall Rise re-released this demo on tape. So this is the tape, this is how it looks like. It has the same songs on both sides because the length is quite short, only 16 minutes. Let me show you the inlay. I do not own the original demo, but I read a lot on the internet, and apparently this tape captures the very essence of that original press demo tape. So this is the booklet. Obviously no lyrics. Everything is in black and white to preserve that primitive feeling of primitive black metal, which was played back in 1992. An amazing tape, an amazing artifact, which I'm really glad that I own. As far as I know, it's pretty hard to find nowadays. I think it's sold out. This was Darkness Shall Rise edition 10, number 10 in their roster. So I don't know if you can find it anymore. I stumbled across it accidentally and I bought it instantly because I really wanted to have it together with the other two, the black releases in my collection. From Sweden again we move to France this time, and we have one of the flagships, so to speak, of French black metal. Yes, it's Antaeus. So everybody knows Antaeus. They have released some memorable albums: De Principii Evangelicum, Cut Your Flesh and Worship Satan, Blood Libels, and their latest one, Condemnation, which was released last year. This band is, as you know, not playing traditional black metal, but a very twisted and sick, perverted black metal. These guys are quite adepts of the old way of doing music and living through music. They are very much supporters of split EPs or just releasing EPs, so they have some very interesting split 7 inches with different bands like Catharsis, for example. In 2015, sorry, this band participated in the Wolf Throne Festival, which was held in France, and with that occasion they released their live performance. As you can see here, this tape basically captures the whole concert and the sick atmosphere the band managed to create. The album is called Satanic Audio Violence, and it was released originally on CD and vinyl, if I'm not mistaken, by World Terror Committee from Germany, and then Analogie Blasphemy released the tape as well, licensed from World Terror Committee. Sorry for my ramblings. I'm a bit tired today, but I really wanted to make this video and to share these great items with you. So as you can see, the booklet is very simple. Basically, it contains the live pictures and a little bit of information about that night. I usually do not like very much live black metal albums because of the sound, of course, and because also usually the live performances are sounding quite crappy. Not necessarily because of the bands, but because of the sound and the processing. But this tape is something special indeed, and you can actually feel the intensity which was in that hall that night. So this is a live manifesto of Antaeus and the power they unleash on stage. Check it out, you won't be disappointed. The last two regular tapes are also from France, and there is a link with Antaeus. The next band is called 6 in Roman numbers. The name comes from the 6th trumpet of in the book of Revelation. The 6th trumpet, which announces the apocalypse. So basically, what we have here is the first release, De Prestigii Demonum. As you can see here, this is the Fog of the Apocalypse version. First, the vinyl was released by Art of Propaganda, and then the tape was released in 300 copies. This is very interesting black metal, religious black metal. It's played in French, and the guy behind V or 6, I prefer to say V, the guy behind V was at some point, and I think it still is, the bass player in Antaeus and in Aosot, another great band which I really appreciate, and I will present their latest split 7-inch pretty soon. So this was their first material. They had also a split 7-inch with Aosot, and 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, they released their first full-length album, which is called De Prestigiis Angelorum, a continuation of their first mini LP. This is how the cover looks like. So it's a little bit different than the album, the CD and the LP, which were released by Agonia Records, the Polish Agonia Records. This tape, this beautiful tape, which comes with the black slipcase and the logo on it, was released by Cloven Hoof, a Czech label, which also produces some weird ales. If you want to check them out, access their Facebook webpage, and you will find more details about them there. They have also a small distro, and they have some very interesting items for sale. I love the tape very much. As you can see, it's blue. It's very simple. The quality of the sound is really great, and I love this album very much. The lyrics are in French, but overall the atmosphere is quite sick. A very nice album. And I'm sorry, I'm at the last two tapes. Maybe you recognize the music in the background. This is it. Culte the Ghoules, the Polish cult band, which last year in 2016 they released the monster of an album, Coven or Evil Ways Instead of Love. I say monster of an album from two perspectives. First of all, this is a very, very weird, bizarre, horrific album. And second, because it is very long. It's over an hour, so you have to be patient with it. I must admit that I didn't enjoy it at first listen. I had to I don't know, to dive deep into the music and to try to find the perfect mood to listen to this, because this is not your regular type of music. But once you give it multiple chances, you won't be again disappointed, because you will realize how interesting and how well built this album is. This tape edition is really something. I don't have the vinyl because, to be honest, it's quite expensive, even if it's a 3 LP, because, as I told you before, the duration is quite long. But I really like this tape. Look at the booklet. It looks like a play, so like an old play. So it basically it has the characters, the introduction here, and then you have the story, basically the characters and their lines. So this is like a play, and it has very nice drawings. The songs are divided between scenes, as you can see, and you can actually read those lyrics and understand and better understand what the music is about. This is how the two tapes look like in their little bed, and this is the basic cover, which has, of course, no cover. This tape edition, as well as the vinyl, were released by Of Crawling Shadows Productions, and I have to admit they did a fantastic job. This is the back of the tape. It looks like a Van Gogh portrait, but I'm sure that this is not a Van Gogh portrait. Anyway, the cover is quite simple, but the colors are amazing. So yeah, a great album, but definitely not an easy listen. And moving on to something more easy and perhaps more catchy, another Darkness Shall Rise release, and this is the last tape for today. We are going back to Sweden to close the circle, and here is Mefisto with the compilation Megalomania and the Puzzle. They're two classic demos which were released back in 1986. So Darkness Shall Rise released these two demos on two tapes, as you can see, and in a very nice box set. This is the back of the box set. What can I say? This is a true manifesto of what good music was like back in the days. Maybe you know, maybe you don't. Mefisto released an album last year, but to be honest, it's not that good. I didn't like it, so I have to skip it. I will return with great pleasure to their demos, and yeah, basically this is the golden period for them. Inside we have each booklet for the tapes, which represents the original, a replica of the original demo cover that was released in 1986. And we have also, let me show you the Megalomania booklet as well, a very simple one. And we have here a certificate of authenticity signed by one of the members. Here, this certifies that this release is 100% original. We have a very nice inverted cross on the back. I really like inverted crosses. And we have a booklet here which contains some interviews with the band and some really nice pictures. Look, from the days. So this is how it looks like. a very nice manifesto of Mefisto's early activity, and a hilarious interview. So these are the pictures, and Corton with one of the Mefisto members. Yeah, so very good job for kudos for Darkness Shall Rise. They are a very nice and interesting label which releases all kind of good bands which are either dead or not active anymore. Wait a minute, that's the same thing, right? Yeah. Disregard this. And to the cherry on top is the Mefisto patch, which to be honest, I do not want to put it anywhere. I want to keep it in the box because it looks really amazing, and it will be a shame to sew it on a denim leather jacket and be part of a huge trend. So yeah, this was the episode for today. Thank you very much for watching. Again, sorry for my mumblings. I'm really tired. And see you next time with more vinyls, I hope, and another continuation, another follow-up on my tape collection, because I have some more very interesting items which I want to show you guys. Take care, and if you want to subscribe to my channel, just press the button, and see you next time. Cheers!